is the greatest purpose, and you gave me both. Years have passed by, and as I look back, I can still remember the times when you flipped your hair and licked your lips every now and then, which, by the way, you still do. I can still remember the times when you played Utopia and banged into glass doors. I can still remember how you wrote Stuck in the Moment when you were smitten by a believer. I can still remember the times when you slayed that quiff and I knew my baby had turned to a boyfriend. I can still remember all the fun you had, be it with Ellen or Jimmy or James. I can still remember that you preferred lakes, cause lakes don't have sharks. I can still remember the body rocks and a pink blush on the mention of Jerry. I can still remember how every time you played basketball and I was like, that's my man, I know he's so freaking talented. I can still remember the emotional outburst and the joy out of this world when I got your follow. I can still remember the way you grooved while recording and the innocence with which you slept after one haluva tiring day. I can still remember your I'm Justin Bieber and thank you for believing in me. Yes, I did. I do, Jay, and that's what I will always do. I can still remember your tears at Manchester when I knew once again I loved the perfect guy. I can still remember the hair fringe you slayed and the new tattoos you got. I can still remember the feeling when I heard the first note of Mark My Words at the Purpose Door. I can still remember how weird and crazy you can be and how weirder and crazier I can be for you. I can still remember your smiles, I can still remember your cries through all these years you've lived and you've grown. And I've lived watching you live and I've grown watching you grow. 23 years have passed and I'd just like to say that you'll always have a bunch of people called believers behind you. I can never be grateful enough to you for being Justin, our Jay, just our Jay, nothing more, nothing less. It feels like just yesterday I knew of a boy with his guitar on the steps of Avon Theatre in Stratford. May you have the happiest birthday and yes, party hard. It makes my day to see you happy and it breaks my heart to see you sad. No matter what, no matter how tired you get, we can always start over. Together we've come this far, together we can go on forever. I believe together we will find our purpose. Once a believer, always a believer. Happy birthday, Jay. Happy 24. Have a blast and party your ass off. Lots of love. A believer.